Hi guys, it's Paula from PSN Creations. So welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. Today's video is a maybe a demo video. I'll call it a demo video. I am going to show you how I make this faux mulberry floral paper. So these are pieces that I have made and I have dried, and I have put underneath like some books just to weigh them down, just to straighten them slightly. And then this is one that I just finished making, so it's still very loosey-goosey and wet. It hasn't hardened like this has. So yeah, so we're going to make this today. It's very simple. The items that I'm going to be using is the white part of the napkins. So if you decoupage and you keep the whites of the napkins, that's what I'm using, along with, I'm just using white copy paper. However, you can use whatever you want to use. If you have coffee dyed paper, avocado dyed, maybe music paper, whatever you want to use, you can use that as your base. I'm just using the white. And then I have some flowers that I have had for a while, and I just kept them, let them dry out on their own. So I have bags of little flowers that I've let dry up. So that's what I'm using. But I think you can really use whatever you want inside of them. And I am also using, I'm sure that there's many mediums that you can use. I'm just going to use Mod Podge. I like using Mod Podge when I do my decoupage, and I know a lot of people don't like it for, you know, their own reasons. That's their, you know, reasoning for not liking them. I use the matte one. That's probably the one that I like the most. There's also one that's made for paper. I just haven't been able to find that one lately, so this is the one that I've been using. But and then I am using a heat gun just because I'm trying to dry them quicker, because I am doing both sides of them. So that's the only reason, because if not, I would just let it, like this one here that I just worked on, I let one side dry like overnight, and then I did the other side just right now. So and then some of them may look a little bit interesting or different because the pattern of, like, I don't know if you can see this, but like the pattern of the napkin still kind of is a little bit on the white of the napkin. Anyways, that's not important. I just wanted to share that. So, all right, let me, I'm going to put this down, and we're going to make some. All right. So again, I'm taking my white piece of paper. I'm going to take my Mod Podge. Oh, I knew it was going to do this. Let me see if I can get it to not, it doesn't like the white, right? So let me see if I can do this quickly so that it doesn't have a spaz attack on us. So I'm just going to put Mod Podge down. I've also used just like PVC glue as well when I didn't have the Mod Podge, because I just got this big container recently because I don't know where my Mod Podge went. So I did recently, when I was doing my previous ones, I did use PVC glue. And what I mean by PVC glue is, I'll show you in a sec. Hold on. I want to keep this in frame so that I don't, and of course it's not in frame. I don't want to keep it so that it touches the paper. I just want to keep it so that it's in the picture. Because if not, it's going to just keep doing this. All right. Oh. And again, you don't need tons. Some people might be saying, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, well, you know, but you don't need tons. Oh, okay. Sorry, this is the glue that I've used, which I think is a Walmart brand. Like during school time, like we got for 25 cents. All right, I'm going to try these purple flowers. I'm going to, you know, see if it will work with these. I have not used these little purple flowers, so I'm just going to squish them and just start putting them around my paper. And by squishing them, I'm just like, you know, I'm trying not to get stems, because stems will be harder to keep flat. So that's what I'm trying not to do. And I'm also trying to cover as much as possible. But again, if you really see see mulberry paper, it doesn't have like something on every inch of it. There is white on it, so there is that as well. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope if you're somewhere where it is cold, that you're staying warm. It is definitely cold here in Maryland. Nope. I have to tell you guys a funny story. Let me know if you think you would survive. We were without internet for a week, meaning we were without really anything, even like our TVs, nothing worked because it all relies on the internet. And because we had gotten like 10 or 12 inches of snow, the provider that we have couldn't come out to fix the issue for a week. So we were without internet for a week. The fix that they have, what we have now that they applied on Wednesday, is a temporary fix because they have to dig underneath because the issues between the box of the provider and the box that we have connected to the house. Anyways, do you think you would have been able to survive without a week? Remember that your phone can only do so much with data. And I work from home, so that was fun. I was going to my local library to work during the day, but they don't open till 10. So because, you know, again, you can only use your hotspot on your phone and stuff for so much. So let me know if you think you'd survive. All right, so we have our flowers down. I'm just taking a piece of the napkin. I'm just going to keep it whole. You can break it up if you'd like to, but I'm just going to keep it whole. And I'm just going to press down because we had the Mod Podge, right? So that's why I do try to put a good amount on because, you know, you want it to try to grab and hold as well. I'm just using this brayer. Is it brayer? Is that what it's called? A brayer tool? That's technically supposed to be used for like your Cricut and stuff. I'm just going to use it for that. And then I'm going to cut off a little bit of the excess right here. I think I'll keep the excess on the sides, no problem. And then we're going to add another layer of Mod Podge. And you have to be careful. Obviously, I think you know this because the napkin will rip. But if it does rip, we will repair it. See right there, it ripped. So we'll repair it in a second. No big deal. I'm just trying to get at least like the edges and stuff down. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I feel like I need a little bit more down there. This is messy. I'm not going to say it's not. So if you don't like messy crafting, I don't know if you're going to enjoy this project, but it is fun. I need to stop putting it over there because I'm just ripping it more. Okay. All right, let's repair that one little spot that we were talking about. It's right here, and to repair it, I'm just going to take a piece of napkin and just put it over it. And then that's it. That's your repair. All right, now I'm just going to heat gun it so we won't be able to hear each other. Okay, there's a few spots that are a little bit wet still, but for the most part, it's dry. I'm just going to do the brayer again. The reason, again, I do this is just to try to flatten it out a little bit more, especially if I got some stems in there that just don't want to cooperate. This seems a little bit tacky and dry over here. Not dry. All right, so that's our front side. And then we move on to the back. And we repeat the same process. Now I'm just going to cut this off. And I will cut this off as well. You can do all this cutting later. I just sometimes, so that I don't get glue on pieces that will potentially stick and then rip. Okay, so to recap, we have this. Oh, hopefully we're okay still. Okay, perfect, right? And then now we are going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to start with our Mod Podge. Remember, we need something to focus. If you feel that you need more Mod Podge, then obviously put more Mod Podge down. You gauge it, or whatever medium, again, that you're using. Glue, medium, whatever. Let me know, have you ever made mulberry paper? Faux mulberry. Sorry, I don't want you to think that this is like, this is the real deal. Is this faux mulberry paper? A floral mulberry, because I think that there's different kind. So this is the floral. Let me know. I think I also have to move a little quicker when I'm doing the flowers because I feel like the Mod Podge is drying. And then when I go put my napkin, whoops, ply on it, is dry. All right, so let's move quickly with this. Oh, these have little thorns. When I was taking some of the stems off, I got poked a few times. So there are definitely thorns in these. Well, maybe not thorns. I don't know what it is, but there's something that hurts. Okay. I'm trying to like get all the purple. This is a big old chunk of it. Remember what I said, you don't have to have it completely covered. Okay, do we need a little bit more over here? What else would you use if you didn't have dry flowers? What else do you think you can use? Do you have any ideas, or have you done this before? And again, I didn't do anything fancy to dry my flowers. I just let them dry on their own. I think this is good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I think that's good. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a napkin. I'm just going to put it down. Run this over it once. And that, really that it presses them down so that there's not many bubbles, so that when I start putting the Mod Podge on, it's not that big of a deal. I am going to cut off the excess like I did last time. Oh. Cut this off too. Okay. And then we can Mod Podge this, and then we'll dry it. It's a short video, but it is, I hope you try this. It's super fun. And, it's like again, making the faux paper to add to your journals. And if you are interested in me making some for you, just let me know. You can either reach out to me on Instagram or whatnot, or you can email me. Everything will be in the description below on how you can reach me. But part of the fun is trying to do it yourself. So I'm just saying, if you didn't want to try it yourself, but you like the papers, let me know. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. And just like that, we have full mulberry paper. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.